Summertime in Florida offers numerous unique opportunities. One of these is located in Crystal River, Florida, home to Florida scallop season. Scallops are a little animal that look a lot like clams. They happen to also taste extremely good, which is why every year thousands of boats flock to the nature coast to try and get their limit of these creatures. This past weekend, I was lucky enough to go and experience this unique season. And in today's video, I'm going to tell you how to catch, clean, and cook these tasty critters. The first step in being ready to scallop is the gear. Ideally, you want a mesh bag, something to store your scallops when you're swimming around. I also recommend a 5-gallon bucket so you can accurately measure and count your scallops. Next, something that isn't needed but I highly recommend is some flippers, as there can be some pretty strong current on the flats. Most importantly, you need a mask to be able to search for these scallops in the beautiful, grass-filled water of Crystal River. The next step you're probably wondering is, how do I catch these scallops? When you go out of Crystal River to scallop, often there will be hundreds of boats offering a safe and family-friendly area to dive. Unless you have a secret spot, I recommend following the crowd and targeting the 3 to 6 foot range for these scallops. After that, I would hop in the water and drift slowly with the current, scanning the grass flats for the scallops. I found moving slower was way more effective than swimming. These things can be quite tricky to see, especially when the tide is strong and the grass is flowing, as it can kind of cause the grass to fall over and cover these scallops at times. Once you're in the water, you've really got to keep a sharp eye out for these scallops. As you can see here, this one was buried pretty deep in there and was super hard to see. This next one was laying a little bit on top of the grass, as you'll often see sometimes as well. This is about time when you definitely want a little mesh bag so you don't have to constantly keep going back and forth from your boat to the scallops. As you can see here, you can end up getting quite a bit of scallops, and it really does save you some time and effort. Also, you'll have to keep a lookout for the beautiful orange scallop. It's a genetic variation that it happens in about every 1 in 4 scallops, I believe. I was lucky enough to find one, and it truly was pretty. The next step, and probably the most important, is making sure you're taking your correct amount. The limit is 2 gallons per person and 10 gallons per vessel, and the best way to store these scallops before you get home is to put them on ice, specifically trying not to get them to soak in the melted water. A lot of people will put them wrapped in a towel over ice and periodically drain the water to make sure that they do not end up getting soaked. After filling up our cooler with scallops, the next step was to head home and clean them. This is the step that I will walk you through personally to make sure you guys know how to clean your scallops and are ready to eat. Alrighty guys, well, as you guys can see, we finished up our day of scalloping. We were actually there for a weekend in Crystal River. It was an awesome time. Me and Grace, we've been doing this. We got our share of them, and we just shucked them, but I figured the last 2 or 3, I'll show you guys how to do it and kind of explain. So basically, what you do is you get a knife, a spoon right here, and it's pretty simple. Takes some time sometimes, but basically this one, sometimes they're closed, sometimes they're open. Basically, you put your knife in there, open it up a little bit, like that. Then you grab your spoon, and basically you want to take your spoon, and you just want to go like this, and do 1 scoop, and just try to scrape this film off the top, like that. And then it should open up, crack the top open like that. And then you're left with the film like that with the scallop. Your meat's right there. Basically, you just want to scoop it and just try to scrape the film. You can see right there, almost just scrape it off of the scallop. And if you leave it in one piece, it's pretty easy to scrape off, like so. And you just got to be kind of gentle, make sure you don't rip the scallop meat. But at the end of the day, if you do, you can always get it off. Then you should be left with a pretty clean scallop meat right there, like that. And that's perfect. And this one is actually super pretty. We're going to keep this shell. I forgot what the exact odds are, like 1 in 5, 1 in 6 or so. We only saw 1 the whole time we were there, so maybe they're a little bit more rare, but it's a genetic thing. As you can see here, that's the regular scallop shell. This one is super orange, pretty vibrant colors, super pretty.
So I think Grace might make a little, I don't know, do something with that. Super cool. But anyways, put it right there on ice. Do the same thing right here. This one's already opened a little bit. I think it has a piece of ice in there. But scrape it like that. Pop it open. Get the little stuff like that. You can see that brown film. There's another one right there.
Yeah.
And then another thing too is when you get these, we're just gonna throw them in here, but obviously when you cook them, some people, I don't know the exact recipes they do. You can find them everywhere. We're just gonna find a random one. We're actually gonna make mac and cheese, scallop mac and cheese, put these on top. Some people cook them with the shell. You can get some like butter in there. Kind of just makes it look cool, I guess. Yeah, got this last one right here. That's it. You're just pretty simple. If you need to crack it open, use a knife, and then just scrape that film off. That's it. I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and we're gonna go cook these up tomorrow. Just keep them in the fridge, keep them fresh, make some mac and cheese, and it's awesome. But I hope you guys liked it. If it helps you get on some scallops, hit the like button, hit the subscribe, check out my fishing videos if you like fishing. This is kind of a different video for me, but usually I'm on some fish. So, anyways.
Ain't no way.
All right, I'll see you guys. Peace out. God bless. Have a safe trip.
After we shucked the scallops, me and Grace actually went inside and ended up making a couple scallops for my family to try. Just very simple, searing them and then basting them with some butter, and it was still phenomenal to eat. If you guys enjoyed this video and it helped you out a lot, feel free to like and subscribe, and also check out the other videos on my channel that are more fishing related. I hope you guys have some success getting some scallops, and with that being said, God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.